I'm super excited to be here. I'm blessed that, they saw that I could be an asset and, there was a mutual respect there.
Feisty. It's a very feisty girl.
I'm excited because I feel like my mindset got to shift. That's what I want, is to be pushed to be great, pushed to not settle for anything less than that greatness.
A dog. Hey. I ain't gonna lie, dog. Good D, girl.
This team is just full of gritty people, and that's what I am too,
DiJonai Carrington makes a statement in her Lynx debut. I'm right where I need to be. In a league where momentum can shift overnight, Carrington wasted no time in showing the WNBA that she's here to make noise, and she's doing it in a new uniform. Just days after being traded to the Minnesota Lynx, in a bold move ahead of the WNBA trade deadline, Carrington made her highly anticipated debut against the Seattle Storm. And to say she made a winning impact would be an understatement. The Minnesota Lynx walked into Seattle's Climate Pledge Arena without their franchise centerpiece, Napheesa Collier, who's currently sidelined with an ankle injury, but left with a gritty 91-87 victory, thanks in large part to Carrington's two-way presence, energy, and timely buckets. For a team already leading the WNBA standings, Cheryl Reeve and the Lynx front office decided good wasn't good enough. They wanted to be great. That's why they swung big, trading Diamond Miller, Carly Samuelson, and a 2027 second-round pick to bring in the former Connecticut Sun spark plug. It didn't take long for fans and analysts alike to see exactly why Minnesota was willing to take that gamble. In just 18 minutes of action off the bench, Carrington scored 13 points on an ultra-efficient 5 of 7 shooting. But it wasn't just the scoring that turned heads. She added 4 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block, showcasing the all-around versatility and grit that made her a fan favorite in Connecticut, Dallas, and a rising star around the league. After the game, Carrington was all smiles and gratitude. Speaking to Kristen Braswell, she didn't hold back when asked how she felt putting on a Lynx jersey for the first time. I'm grateful to be right where I am. It's been great, Carrington said. People are probably like, OMG, it happened so fast. But I'm right where I need to be. It did happen fast. One moment, she was trying to fight through a frustrating season in Dallas. The next, she was suiting up for one of the most storied franchises in WNBA history, on a team with championship aspirations and a clear identity. For Carrington, this move isn't just about finding a new home. It's about getting back to who she is, a tenacious defender, an opportunistic scorer, and a leader who thrives in high-stakes moments. It's also about rewriting a narrative that was starting to turn against her in Dallas, where she struggled to find her rhythm in a system that never quite fit her strengths. Now, she's in Minnesota, a team known for maximizing player potential and creating a culture of accountability, toughness, and belief. And Carrington's debut couldn't have come at a better time. With Napheesa Collier out for at least a few weeks, the Lynx are in desperate need of players who can shoulder the load on both ends. In Seattle, Courtney Williams led the way with 20 points, but it was Carrington's timely stops, transition play, and hustle that sparked key runs and helped Minnesota hold off Jewel Lloyd and the Storm down the stretch. One moment that encapsulated her impact came late in the third quarter. After missing a mid-range jumper, Carrington sprinted back on defense, anticipated a pass, picked it off, and finished strong at the rim. That sequence alone brought the Lynx bench to their feet and showed exactly why Cheryl Reeve had pushed for her acquisition. She brings something we needed: urgency, edge, and winning habits, Reeve said postgame. We knew what we were giving up with Diamond Miller, but DiJonai gives us a better chance to win right now. And that's what we're focused on. It's a move that also sends a clear message to the rest of the league. Minnesota isn't just coasting into the playoffs. They're gunning for another title. Carrington's arrival adds even more defensive bite to an already elite unit, and her ability to switch across multiple positions fits perfectly with Reeve's defensive schemes. Offensively, she offers secondary playmaking and spot-up shooting, two areas where Minnesota needed depth. But perhaps more than the numbers or XS and OS, it's the emotional lift Carrington brings that could prove most valuable. This is a player who wears her heart on her sleeve, who brings fire to every possession, and who knows what it takes to compete deep into the playoffs, thanks to her postseason runs with the Sun. "I've been in winning environments before," Carrington said. "And from the moment I walked into this locker room, I could feel it. There's a standard here. There's accountability. But also, there's family. That's what I need at this point in my career." This season hasn't been easy for Carrington. With Dallas, she struggled to find consistency and often had to sacrifice touches on a roster that lacked defensive cohesion. But in Minnesota, the message is simple: play your game, bring your energy, and help us win. It's a fresh start, and Carrington is embracing it fully. The fans in Minnesota are already loving what they see. Social media lit up during and after the game, with many praising her aggressiveness, her swagger, and her immediate chemistry with teammates. And if this debut was any indication, the best may still be ahead. As the 2025 season barrels toward the playoffs, the Lynx now have an added weapon in their arsenal. And with Collier expected to return soon, Carrington's emergence could be the difference between a deep playoff run and another WNBA Finals banner. For DiJonai Carrington, the journey to this moment hasn't been linear. From a standout at Baylor to a grinder in Connecticut, to a misfit in Dallas, and now, a potential star in Minnesota, her story is one of resilience, adaptability, and unwavering belief. And she's not taking any of it for granted. "Every stop teaches you something," she said. "But here, I feel like I've finally found the right fit. I'm locked in. I'm ready. And I'm just getting started." Lynx fans, buckle up. DiJonai Carrington has landed, and she's already making a winning impact. I think Coach Reeve knows what I'm capable of, and I think she's going to make sure that I'm giving that output every single night, just to be held accountable, to be around winners. You know, just champs.
On to the Minnesota Lynx. I know it's been obviously a very short time since you've been here, but describe your level of excitement when you join a team that is the top team in the WNBA, top offense, top defense, and committed to competing for a WNBA championship.
Yeah, I'm super excited to be here. Blessed that, they saw that I could be an asset, and, there was a mutual respect there. I'm excited because I feel like my mindset got to shift, and that's what I want, is to be pushed to be great, pushed to not settle for anything less than that greatness. And I think, obviously, we played each other last year in the semis, and so I think Coach Reeves knows what I'm capable of, and I think she's going to make sure that I'm giving that output every single night. So that's what I'm excited for, just to be held accountable and to be around winners and, just champs.
What were your impressions of the Minnesota Lynx, even going back to last year and this year too, and how they play and just what it's like around here?
You always could tell that they play for one another. They pass up good and average shots for great shots, and that's why everyone on the team thrives and eats. And it looks so easy, but obviously it's not, because of the way that they move the ball, the way that they share the ball, the way that they rotate offensively and defensively. You can tell that there's a lot of trust, and so it's easy to play hard when you know that your sister behind you is playing hard too and is going to have your back if you make a mistake or if you, just miss a coverage or something.
You also come in with some familiarity. This is the return of the 2022 Connecticut Sun backcourt with Courtney and T. You played with Land for 3 years at Stanford too. How much does that help the transition, that there are some familiar faces for you here?
A lot, especially coming into a team that is as established as this team, and just the rapport that they have with each other. I think it would have been a lot harder to come in and kind of not know anybody at all and just try to figure out my way into the social aspect. But I think it's great. Me and Courtney and T talk all the time, so it's seamless in that sense. And then Land, me and her, we were super close at Stanford, so it's been great, and I loved playing with all three of them. So I'm excited, and I'm grateful that they're here and that there is that sort of familiarity, so I don't have to worry about being nervous as just human beings, social interactions.
Someone's always there to get in your ear, help you out.
For sure, yeah. Or just talk to about regular stuff, and it's not all basketball all the time, conversations.
I think your game has obviously grown so much over the last couple of years, but I think a lot of people associate you with defense. But how much do you want to bring that intensity, that energy to the perimeter, especially for a team that is undersized and looking for that ball pressure?
I think that that's one of the biggest things that I can bring to this team is just being that head of the snake, picking up the ball 94 feet if need be, fighting through screens, blowing up screens, getting extra possessions. And then this team is just full of gritty people, and that's what I am too. You know, like you said, they're undersized at the post or have been throughout the season, but it doesn't reflect on any type of stat sheets as far as defensive ratings and as far as obviously the record. So I'm just here to continue that, and obviously I hope to alleviate some of the pressure from some of the guards having to exert all that energy on defense, because that's what I do. So I'm excited to give them that on that side of the ball, and then just bring a different aspect of, you know, paint touches, attacking the rim, getting out and running in transition, and just giving a different feel, a different look.
Carrington's impressive debut with the Minnesota Lynx was not just about the stat sheet. It was about the energy, effort, and team chemistry she brought in less than 48 hours with her new squad. Both Carrington and Courtney Williams highlighted the importance of defense, hustle, and playing unselfish basketball. Carrington's two-way impact, especially her fourth quarter block and three sequence, served as a turning point in the game and underscored why she's a perfect fit for the Lynx's fast-paced and gritty identity. With a winning mentality, trust among teammates, and defensive intensity, this team looks ready to make serious noise, and Carrington's arrival just made them even more dangerous.
Yes. My first question is for DiJonai. You had 13 points, 4 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 assists, a block. I believe it was 5 for 7 in 16 minutes, 17 minutes. And I'm just kind of wondering, situation dictates a lot. Just kind of wondering, with you being in Minnesota or Seattle technically, but with Minnesota right now, how's it been, and how's the transition been for you?
It's been great. I honestly don't have any complaints. It helped that I'm so familiar with the 3 people on the team, 3 people that are a big part of the offense. So it's been great. I'm glad to be a part of a team where we have a goal and everyone is fighting for that goal. You could just feel the energy, every huddle, every possession. This is a group of winners, and I'm a winner too. So it's great to be a part of it.
We'll go to Andrew on Zoom.
Hey, Court, congrats on the win. What was it like playing with DiJonai out there again?
Oh, man, it felt so good. I was just telling her in the locker room, like, it's a crazy feeling to be able to just tell somebody, hey, you go guard the one.
Girl.
Honestly, like, that was a crazy game changer for us to be able to put size on Sky. You know, I feel like at times Scott was kind of like getting me and T into the post a little bit, but it's like you can't do that to Deej. So I think that was a game changer for us, man. Love playing with Deej. I mean, we see what she did. Definitely adding on to our team and making us even more of a problem.
And DiJonai, Coach Reeve was just out here saying that they were really just telling you to just go out there and go with the flow, just hoop. You know, how did you feel out there playing with this group of gals for the first time?
Great. I felt great. Like I said, you know, this is a team that wants to run, that doesn't want to, it's not methodical. We're trying to run, we're moving the ball, moving our bodies, and that's how I like to play. It's up-tempo, fast-paced, cut, screen, just continue to move the ball and catch the defense slipping. So it's been great on that end. And then defensively, I love that everybody is on the same page. You know, we're really on a string. If you get beat, next person got you, you're peeling. And so it's really easy, because that's how my mindset is already to play, is just keep going. Okay, I'm beat. I'm not going to stop moving. I'm just going to go to the next. And to have 4 people on the court around you doing the exact same thing makes it easy. And I don't have to think. So I was able to just be out there and play and run.
Appreciate you both.
Go to Terry on Zoom.
Thanks. Congratulations to you both on the win. Courtney, I got to ask about the 3 off of the back iron in the fourth quarter. Have you ever hit a shot with the bounce like that before?
Nah, and low-key it was an and one because she got up underneath me, if you ask me. But I'm just happy it went in, man. I'm just happy it went in.
For sure. And even I know Seattle caught fire kind of at the end there, but there was about a 5-minute stretch where they hadn't scored, from the field or from the line. Can you just talk about the fourth quarter defense and the way you buckled down to get you guys a lead and able to, take the win home there?
Yeah, I mean, I think we always say we always give ourselves a chance when we go out there and we play Lynx defense. It's exactly what DiJonai just said. Like, we like to play on the string. We want to make sure we're in each other's gaps, and just not leaving nobody on the island to defend by themselves. Like, we play legitimate team defense. That's our identity. We lean into it, and we feel if we go into every game playing that defense, we give ourselves a chance.
We'll go Shelby on Zoom.
Hey guys, congrats on the win. Just a quick question for DiJonai to start is if you could just take us through the past 48 hours and what that's been like for you. I can imagine pretty crazy.
Yeah, it is. But it's a part of it, and I'm grateful to be right here where I am. I don't have no complaints. It did happen fast. Obviously, the trade happened, and I was in Seattle that same day actually, and was able to get a practice in, get a shoot around in, and get out there on the court. So it's been great. It has, like, I don't know, people are probably like, oh my God, like it happened so fast, but I don't have no complaints. I'm right where I need to be. That's it.
And then I had another quick question. That fourth quarter sequence to start the block and then the three just kind of, shows your two-way impact right then and there. Wanted to get just your thoughts, like what did you see and feel in that moment? And then from Courtney, just a reaction to that electric sequence right there.
I felt I'm never going to give up on the play. So that's what it was. They thought they had a transition layup, and we had different plans. So I'm always going to make an attempt on the ball and try to stop a transition layup. And I was able to get that thing on my left. I think I low-key hit my pinky on the backboard because I think I jammed it, but I don't know. It was lit. I was trying to celebrate. I couldn't even get up off the ground. And then T was able to find me on the way back down for the three. So I think it was a good momentum shift for us. And I think it showed what I'm here to give. And that's both sides of the ball. That's effort. No matter what is going on the other side of the ball, I'm always going to get that effort on the defensive end.
And we turned up. When she did that, I knew we was about to win. When she did that, I knew we was about to win. Believe it.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.